What's up guys, Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we're here to wrap up the 2019 New York Pro, formerly the Night of Champions, and Juan Morel takes it out, New York native, and he wins it over some pretty impressive competition. I mean, I looked at the lineup before the show and I was like, a few names dropped out. Big Ramy was meant to be in there, Nathan Diasha was meant to be in there, there's even talk of Antoine Vaillant was going to be in there as well. So those three names out, I was like, it's not going to be as strong. This lineup was pretty damn strong. I really thought it was a pretty damn good lineup. When you see Juan Morel, I think that he was the deserving winner here. He was hard, he was crisp. I felt like he just deserved it based on just the look he brought to the stage was very, very impressive. So I think that was well deserved by Juan. And you see his side leg from the very side and it just looks so damn good. But we'll go from some of the lower placing guys first and we'll sort of work our way up. So we had James Hollingshead. I'll start there because he was one guy that I thought maybe he can come in here and do really well. And I thought he still looked really good, but he was just, I think, just a little bit outclassed here. And I thought he looked really good. Maybe he should have been a little bit higher, but yeah, he places down in 8th, which is sort of disappointing because I thought this guy can be right up there, like literally contending with Juan and Akeem and those guys. So James had an awesome contest season though, and he should be so happy with what he's done. He's just had a great contest season. So congrats to James. We had Josh Wade in 7th, who always brings the conditioning. Always one of the hardest dudes on stage. Just doesn't have the best shape. He's an older dude. He won, I believe, at one of the Masters Nationals shows, and he's got, he's just impressive. Like, he's just a workhorse, and you can't not like a guy that's like that. In 6th place, we had Tim Bhushan. This dude has a really cool physique. I really like this dude's shape. He's balanced. He was in condition. Like, he was impressive. Like, I really liked him. When you look at him from the back, he's good there as well. Maybe he can use a little bit more from the back compared to the front, but I mean, overall, this dude is damn impressive. So Tim is definitely one to watch out for in the future. I'm guessing with that last name, he's probably German or something, or one of these European guys. So yeah, definitely an up-and-comer, and he looks like a young dude facially anyway. So I'm not sure on his exact age, but he's one to watch for in the future. Moving on, let me just find the rest of the lineup. In 5th place, Justin Rodriguez, who you can see here in the video. He looked pretty damn impressive. The only issue with Justin is he could have been a little bit crisper. I've heard the lighting here was super harsh, and it did make the guys look a little bit softer, and especially in the photos you see this. But he's got this impressive sort of like V-taper when he turns to the side and like locks out his tricep. You see this, like his back is just, it looks ridiculous, like it just pops right out. It looks very good from the back. He just needs to crispen up that a little bit more, but he's made some awesome improvements, and he's one of those guys that's going to keep placing top 5, and on points he may be able to book his way to the Olympia, or maybe next year if he makes improvements and comes in super crisp, maybe a winner show. So congrats to Justin. In 4th, John Dellacroce. He was one of the contenders for this show, and John's just one of these guys that's constantly in the top 5, normally about that 2nd to 3rd, 4th sort of spot, not often in the 2nd place position. So you always got to feel bad for John, but he brought a great look to this comp. He did have a bit of an umbilical hernia, but his conditioning was pretty damn good. He's packed full of muscle. His height, he's not the tallest guy, and a lot of people say, why don't you move down to 212? But he's apparently pretty damn heavy. So he's like, I think weighing in around 235 or 240 or something like that. So 212, I think he's probably competes around 230, but 212 is obviously a stretch, 18 pounds, 8 kilos in that measurement. So yeah, congrats to John. He looked really good. Milan Sadek, this dude I love. Like, this dude has a nice physique, like really nice physique. You can see here in the video, he's 2nd on the left, and he's just in great condition. Like, he is shredded to the bone. He's got great balance. He's got a good amount of muscle. Like, honestly, I would have had him top 2. And he actually lost some points to John Dellacroce, which I don't see. I don't see how that happened. Just by the video and the photos, obviously I wasn't there, but Milan Sadek impressed the hell out of me. And this guy's a one to watch. Like, he's not a name that's often talked about that much, but top 3 New York Pro, and debatably could have been challenging up with one. And I think, maybe I had him in 2nd, but yeah, very impressive showing by Milan. Akeem Williams in 2nd. Akeem is packed full of muscle, but it doesn't all flow together perfectly for me right now. When you see his a few of his back poses, like his back lat spread, his torso looks very, very short the way he hits it, and his back double bicep, those two shots sort of hurt him from the waist up, but the rest of his shots are damn impressive. Like when he hits his front double bicep, it's crazy. Like I don't know if anyone beats him on that shot. Like he just looks absolutely monstrous, like Ronnie Coleman monstrous. But some of the other shots, he's not quite as impressive, but he brought good condition here. He had lines, fully straighted quads, and you can just tell why the lighting wasn't the best. He's a little bit soft sometimes through the midsection, which I noticed today, and that probably hurt him a little bit, but second place, he deserves it because he's been pretty consistent this year, and he backed it up again, so congrats to Akeem. And obviously the winner, as we mentioned before, Juan Morel, he's got to love winning this show, and he's had a really good contest season, so he's going to roll into the Olympia with a good bit of momentum, and Juan sort of knows he's not one of the top guys in terms of, you know, top 5 or anything like that right now, but he can be a top 10 guy for sure in the Olympia, but this show didn't have those top 10 Olympia guys in there, so that's why he gets the win here by virtue, and he did bring a really good package too, like his legs from the side. You know, everyone knows his weaknesses, which is, you know, his quads from the front, but apart from that, you see his back double bicep, you see those delts from the back, they are enormous. So yeah, congrats to Juan, very, very good win. And I just want to mention the 212 briefly. We had Eduardo Correa versus Ahmad Ashkanani. Ahmad Ashkanani takes out the win. And these guys sort of in one regard have one very similar weakness in terms of that outer quad sweep. And it does sort of hurt both guys. And Eduardo, his outer quad sweep has really come down since the last time he competed. I don't know if he's had an injury or what's happened. He never had the strongest legs, but it was more noticeable this time around, whether it's because he's had time off and now he's a little bit older and it's harder to get that back, or what it is. And Eduardo also has that tricep tear on his left tricep as well, which you can see from a front and back double bicep. From, you know, the side bicep, the side chest, the side tricep pose, doesn't matter. But those other poses, it does hurt him a little bit, especially just the front and back double bicep. So, but Eduardo brought just razor sharp conditioning. So you can make a case for either of these two winning. Ahmad Ashkanani could have been harder. He just looked like he was just a little bit soft overall, maybe a little bit watery. But I'm sure by Olympia time he'll bring it in and be a contender again. But I don't know if either of these two will be contending for the title just based off those few weaknesses. And I think as a Mr. Olympia, even in the 212, you need to sort of have those weaknesses all sorted out. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of the contest. Who do you think should have won out of Eduardo and Ahmad Ashkanani? And also, do you think Juan deserved the victory? And Milan, would you have had him higher? Because for me, I would have had him higher. He looked next level. But overall, pretty good judging. Really liked it. Cool show. Anyway, guys, if you like this content, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button, and comment below it and give me a thumbs up and support me. Appreciate all the love. Recently, last video went off, which was the one about Sean Roden. And basically, I went through and played videos of Jay Cutler, Sean Ray, Bob Ciccarello, Nathan Diasha, all having their say about how Sean Roden looked about guest posing and what it, you know, what I suppose their opinion on it. So check out that video. But anyway, guys, that's it for another video from Xavier Wills and Desktop Bodybuilding. We out.